There are sure signs of how you can sabotage your intermittent fasting goals in a nutshell. There are 4 signs that I have that I know are ways that you or I can sabotage our intermittent fasting goals to lose weight, feel great, and just be healthy in general. So my first sign of being a self-sabotager is negative self-talk. In this case, when you're telling yourself,
I lost 5 pounds, but I have 25 more pounds to go.
Isn't that a form of negative self-talk? You have to stay positive when you're doing this type of path. There are so many people in the world that cannot stick to an intermittent fasting schedule, and whatever that is for you, it is success in itself. You have to look at it as, I am kicking butt and I'm losing a couple of pounds, which is getting me closer to my goals. And that's how you turn that negative talk to positive. Number 2, being an emotional eater. I know time and time again that I'm one of those. I get emotional about being stressed at work, or I'm emotional about something that happened in the family or with my caregiving duties. Whatever the case is, we all have emotions and those are natural. But when you become an emotional eater, it's about a sabotaging behavior that leads to a bad result. One of those things that we might say to ourselves is,
my work is stressing me out, so therefore I'm going to go into that cabinet and I'm going to eat that bag of chips because I deserve it.
See what I mean? Emotional eating. This will totally destroy everything that you just gained in the last couple of days in your intermittent fasting and eating clean food. And this is something that we have to work on and figure out what is causing the emotion. So we need to solve that problem within ourselves and be aware that we are emotional beings and that we can turn that emotion into the wrong type of behavior. It's okay to feel the pain or whatever that is. Feel it, acknowledge it, and then move on. The other sign of self-sabotaging is you're the depriver. You feel deprived, like
I'm going to this party or a little small gathering and I have to eat with everyone else because I look like a freak if I'm not eating, right?
And then you eat one sweet thing or you eat a carb that is really not in your normal meal plan, and voila, you're on a rampage, right? And then you feel like you don't want to be deprived and therefore you deserve it to eat with the others. But you can't always eat normally with other people because you're doing something that is wonderful for yourself. You're caregiving for you, right? It is definitely in the head that we feel like, hey, if I don't become part of society or at least feel like I am, then I must be doing something wrong. You're not a sheeple. You don't have to follow everyone and what they're doing, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are eating the wrong things at a party anyway, and they kind of feel like crap the next day. Think about what could be the ending result to my behavior before I go. One of the things I would do is just eat something before you actually go to the party. Eat a nice snack, something clean. Maybe it's vegetables with some almond butter, something that will just calm down the appetite before you get there, and then you can make wise choices eating something healthy and clean. And the last sign that I would say that becomes self-sabotaging to our goals is being a perfectionist. Hey, I'm the first one to raise my hand that I'm a self-sabotager in that way. I am a perfectionist. I'm A-type personality, as some people would call that. Some of the signs of being a perfectionist are,
I have to eat the perfect meal plan or I failed. And if I fall off one time and eat something wrong, I'm just gonna go off the rails anyway because, hey, I'm a loser.
That doesn't work. Being a perfectionist is not sustainable and it's just not realistic. There's no one on this earth that is perfect in what they do and what they say. Maybe there's somebody that may be more eloquent with their words. I know that I stumble all over my words, and I know I'm not perfect at that. That is why I have editing systems so I can clean up my mess of my my ands. Being on camera is not easy, and I really want to give you guys the right information and things that hopefully will benefit you in some form or fashion, and just a little bit small inspiration that I just want to share with you. Now, how do we stop being a self-sabotager? Well, I gave you a little bit of tips throughout each of these signs of what that person might look like, or if that's you or if that's me. I'm probably all four of those at any given time in my life. I think you need to ask yourself the question, why am I doing this? Why am I on this intermittent fasting journey? Why do I want to lose weight? You have to ask yourself those questions and figure out what it really is. It cannot be just for vanity reasons. I know we all want to look good because I started out for vanity reasons. There was no way I could sustain the weight being off of my body if I didn't have something more connected to why I was doing this. And it has to be more than just losing the pounds itself. There are bigger reasons, such as your health in general, and the connection to God and spiritually speaking is a bigger reason to take care of your body. It is the temple of God, and He wants you to put things into your body that He has created on this earth for you. So processed foods, those chips, those the sugar, things that have been man-made, are things you have to ask yourself, would God want me to eat this food? And that might slow you down. These are more reasons to want to stick to the weight loss plan that you set up for yourself by intermittent fasting. There is a form of spiritual fasting which makes a very top priority of why we fast in the first place. Spiritual fasting is meditating on God, reading the Bible while you are abstaining from food. I thank you for watching this short video, and if you have any questions, please do leave a comment below. Now, if you are a self-sabotager of your goals, please leave that comment below as well. I'd love to know what are the things that you do to yourself to sabotage what you already have going. And it's a good thing you have going. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, caregiving begins with you. Bye. Set the potato.